So you're the mayor of Dalton, and then also there's a township. So explain to folks the difference between those two and what your jobs are.
Sure. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you allowing me a platform to speak my truth. I'm the mayor of Dalton. I got elected in 2021, becoming the first female mayor of Dalton and the youngest. And then I got appointed to supervisor a year later.
And for the different jobs, so Dalton pays you what as mayor, township pays you what?
Sure. So my mayor position is $50,000, which was already there. And my township position is $224,000, which was already there.
Okay, so you heard it, $50,000 in Dalton and $224,000. That is in Thornton Township. So what is that, like 4 or 5 times more than she's making in Dalton? 4 times is $200,000. Yeah, so she's almost making 5 times more in Thornton Township. Both part-time positions, which are crazy. But so I don't have to play a full background of who Tiffany Henyard is. For those of you who this is like the first Tiffany Henyard video you ever watched, here is a response from Tiffany Henyard to the trustees who are asking for transparency. This is how she responded to them.
Hello? Hello?
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You man. When I can't argue with you, no. Look at you. Look at you. You. Look at you. You evil man. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Sway. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Sway. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Sway. Leave me alone.
Listen, don't come for me unless I send for you. All right?
Now, before we get into the rest of this madness, here's a quick word from our sponsor, Babbel. Okay, let's talk about something the law and language learning have in common. They're both confusing and take time. Who am I kidding? Only one of them is fun, and spoiler, it's not.
Yo, was she that's in there? Yo, Tiffany Henyard is bold. She's got gumption. Okay? It takes boldness to do what she did. She did a video and told those people, her board, her, the commissioners, the trustees, we call them commissioners here, they call them trustees there. So she took that this is how she responded to the board, the commissioners, to the trustees. Like, she made a video and presented that. How ghetto is you a mayor to do such a thing? Yo, Tiffany, I hope she has a podcast. I don't know if her podcast is up and running, because once this job is done, we gonna have to keep up with her life and what she's doing, because I'm telling you, that girl is not gonna go away. She's gonna continue to push, fight, crawl. She's gonna crawl and claw her way wherever she needs to go. Tiffany Henyard, friends, is here to stay. You can mark my words on that, because she's gonna take it to social media. She gonna, show her life. She gonna show how she gonna continue to prosper and be on. Man, Tiffany Henyard is gonna become an icon for the Black Girl Magic. She's gonna be an icon for the Black Girl Magic. We're gonna play this back, and we're gonna listen to Babble from Nate the Lawyer, and this is his sponsored. So go out and check Babble for Nate the Lawyer and help him out, being that he's given us this great content to work with. So check him out on his channel and also support his sponsorship, Babble.
The law. This is Babbel, the language learning app that makes picking up a new language feel like a breeze instead of a chore. Now, these are 10-minute lessons handcrafted by actual language experts. Now, in a couple of months, I'm headed to Cancun, and I've been using Babbel to brush up on my Spanish for that trip. Now, what's funny is that Babbel's speech recognition technology told me that my accent doesn't sound like a confused robot anymore, so there's some progress. Now, here's the bottom line. Babbel is going to get you talking fast, like real conversations in about 3 weeks. Plus, with 60% off right now at babbel.com/Nate, you'll save enough money to buy a taco in Tijuana, and you'll you'll confidently be able to order it in Espanol. Now, do yourself a favor. Skip the boring gift cards this year and give the gifts of language with Babbel. That's BABBEL.com/Nate. Rule and restrictions apply, but you'll be slaying hola, ¿cómo estás? In no time. Go to Babbel.com/Nate to get that 60% off today. Now, as you heard, Tiffany Henyard was appointed to the position of supervisor, but she is now up for re-election.
Tiffany Henyard, the embattled supervisor of Thornton Township, could face a challenge tonight.
The township's Democratic Party plans a rare caucus, which could determine whether Henyard can run again.
Embattled Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard is in for a new fight tonight for the chance to keep her job. The township's Democratic Party is holding a caucus instead of a primary election for the first time in decades, and it will all unfold this evening.
The group gets together and says, these are the folks from our group that we want to put on the ballot. Simple. The way it all started back in the 1800s.
Attorney Bert Odelson represents party committeeman and state senator Napoleon Harris. Harris is the one who decides whether to choose a primary or a caucus, and Odelson says his rare caucus choice was strategic given the turmoil in the township. Harris is also challenging Henyard for the supervisor nomination.
It looks like tonight, from all accounts, it will not be a very quiet caucus. It looks like it will be a raucous caucus.
Henyard's attorney tells me she intends to be supervisor. The filing deadline for independent candidates has already passed, so if she does not win the party's nomination tonight, as Odelson puts it, she's done.
So Henyard, in wanting to win this seat back, started doing interviews, trying to get the word out that she wants her people to come to the caucus.
In terms of tonight's caucus, she calls the process unfair.
Us here at Thornton Township, we always had a primary. Always. We never not had a primary where 10,000 residents come out and express who they want.
Can I ask you a real question? Is it really worth it? In terms of just everything that you've gone through.
I want to show the youth of today and tomorrow what it looks like to come out of controversy. Yes, y'all done ran my name through the mud and did everything. But guess what? As you pull the third on me, I must grow from it. And I will grow from it because I done went through it, but now I'm going to grow from it.
Now, also that same day, Tiffany Henyard put out a video begging her supporters to show up to the caucus because her job was on the line.
I try to tell y'all what's going on. I will be there, too. Just so you know, I will be in the building. I am running for supervisor again. Just so for those that didn't know, didn't hear, don't understand, but I am rerunning for supervisor of Thornton Township. So please come out and support your supervisor, Tiffany Henyard.
Now, later on in that video, Tiffany Henyard then tries to bribe the voters with a $2.2 million tax rebate.
In the GA fund. I am giving away $2.2 million to all residents throughout Thornton Townships that are homeowners. If you are a homeowner in Thornton Township, you will be getting a tax refund. It's the first of its kind. It's 100% property tax historic refund by yours truly, your supervisor, Tiffany Henyard, and also trustee Gray Evers. We are the only two that has been coming and voting for this, but yet the trustees, the two that has not been showing up, are gridlocking and not allowing us to move forward to give you the money that you so desperately need.
So now you got to understand, everything rides on her getting this nomination. This job is a $225,000 a year job, 5 times more, remember, than she was making in Dalton. So she needs this to work out. So here's what she says right before the meeting. She's right outside the meeting, and the news media catches up to her and says, what happens if you lose?
They can't beat me. If they could beat me, they would have went to the polls.
What do you do tonight if you don't get the Democratic Party's nomination?
What do you mean? I will be victorious tonight. You will see. My people are here. They're not going to go nowhere. The show will go on.
So then Henyard went into the caucus, and then all heck broke loose.
Breaking news tonight from suburban Thornton Township. More drama for embattled supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
That is the sound of an auditorium full of Tiffany Henyard opponents rejecting her nomination for Thornton Township supervisor in the party's first township caucus in decades. As she protested the process, arguing her supporters were still waiting to be let inside.
Guys, have a good night. Eat the food and be merry. This meeting is adjourned.
The meeting lasted only moments, but it was strategized beforehand.
Now, what they mean by strategize beforehand is Illinois politics, which is like the most corrupt in the nation. So her opponent, he wanted to make sure that he was going to win this caucus. So he threw a fundraiser before the caucus and then let his people into the caucus first, filling up the seats and having overwhelming support, while Tiffany Henyard's people left outside.
However, we're told that Senator Napoleon Harris, who is now running for supervisor of Thornton Township, allowed his folks to go in first. Here's how it all started. More than 200 people outside waiting to enter Homewood Flossmoor's Park District.
But the people who were attending the party are the ones who was in there voting. That's unfair to us residents standing out here in the cold.
Inside, the auditorium was already packed with Senator Napoleon Harris supporters who had been allowed to enter beforehand. I heard you say no other candidates were eligible. What does that mean? What happened?
Well, what happened was they didn't submit the required paperwork, didn't have a full slate, and they were deemed ineligible to run.
Well, Tiffany Henyard likes to tell people, quote, "Let me educate you on how this works." Well, tonight you can say she was schooled on how the Democratic caucus works right here in Thornton Township. You can also say that she flunked out because her name is not appearing on the ballot.
For everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your state?
No.
Okay. So let's talk about it. I mean, your concern is you brought people in to free bus, correct?
Go outside. No person up there.
Henyard used Thornton Township buses to transport supporters, mostly seniors. Yet many of the supporters did not get inside the packed auditorium of 600 people.
So our girl Tiffany Henyard is out at Thornton Township unless she can, by some miracle, and I mean some miracle, win a write-in campaign. And that $250,000 she's going to be losing, that's going to hurt because her salary at Dalton is only $50K. So just imagine if you're making almost $300K now, and then your salary drops to $50K. That's a huge loss in pay. But the show will go on for the super mayor. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to like great YouTube stuff. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'll check you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah. Nobody puts it down with Tiffany Henyard like Nate the Lawyer. He's got it all. So man, what a ride. Tiffany Henyard, yo, she's gonna go on. We're gonna see her. I'm gonna keep up with her life. If I gotta become a follower of Tiffany Henyard to keep up with her drama, because this is crazy. She is just, I crack up. Yo, my head is like ringing right now because she makes me laugh so much. Like her drama is just like so real. Like, I used to watch soap operas, and this Tiffany Henyard thing is literally a soap opera. I'm just like engaged in her life because it's entertaining.